Who else has a sewing space that looks as messy as this? Because it's all systems go. What have I been doing with it? Keep watching. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Judy and you are watching Running So and So. And Running So and So is dressed for running, but it rained this morning, so I've kept my running kit on in the hope that it might stop raining and I can take Poppy and Maggie out later. And I come to you with new hair. It's all very sort of, I don't know how she gets it to be like so poker straight. See, look, it's really poker straight. But I love the colour that she's put on. It's like it's light, like a light blonde, but it's got a touch of grey in it. And I really like it, but it's a really unusual colour and I'm trying to sort of see the colours that she's put in it. But I really, really like it. Now let's get on with the week. So as you know, it's been a really busy week of sewing. And I'm going to do this as like a bit of a review of the week. Before I start telling you what I've been doing this week, I want to say a big thank you to Linda. It was Granny Linda Sews, but Linda Sews, and Linda is the most delightful, lovely lady. I met Linda up at Sew Toon. She's got a really good little sewing friendship going with Lynn, who is Tamlin's mum. I love Lynn. I love Linda, and there was another lady, and I am so sorry, my darling, I can't remember your name, but the three of them together. And Linda very kindly bought me a coffee, which was so unexpected and such the most delightful surprise. So thank you so much, Linda. Now, the week has been really lovely. I've been on school holidays, but I have been so busy and I feel as if I've not wasted a moment. I've been out running, and if the weather stops I might be able to get out again today. And I've been sewing and I've been off doing other things. I've been to see Melanie. Melanie's got a new puppy in the family called Daisy, and pictures of Daisy will come up as and when. So the first thing I did was I nipped down to Rachel's and I cut out a load of things for my forthcoming trip, some of which I have now sewn together. And the first thing I'm going to show you is the Charlie sweater by Atelier Jupe, and I'll just pinch a picture from Atelier Jupe and pop it in there. I've stood up for you. So here is this lovely Charlie sweater. Now I've done it in a round neck and I've not had to do any kind of top stitching down there to hold that neckline flat. It's laying flat. Let me see if I can zoom you in. See how beautifully flat it's laying here. I'm really pleased. There's a slight little lumping there, but I used all to the same measurements that it should be, but I tacked it in before I sewed it down. Whether that made a difference. It has a little gentle balloon sleeve. Can you see that little gentle balloon sleeve there? So I gathered this by hand, and again I tacked these in. Now I've loved my overlocker and there's nothing really wrong with it apart from the fact it does not like chunky things. And on that side, and then if I just tilt the camera down, please excuse me, you can see how it sits at the bottom. There we go, you can see how it sits there, you can see my lovely legs. And it is beautiful. So this beautiful fabric I got from Andrea at Beyond the Pink Door, and it was one of those in her, like a reduced section, but I absolutely love it. Can you see how beautifully textured it is? And it's gorgeous, it's a lovely colour, and I honestly thought I could pop this on when I'm at Lorianne's over a slip dress if the air conditioning was too chilly for me. She keeps telling me I'm not going to be able to cope with the air conditioning. I told her that I'll be warm for irrespective. I'm still going through those phases in my life. So I've cut this out at Rachel's and I've since made it. The other thing that is nearly made, she says reaching into her sewing machine, is the Davie Dress from Sewaholic Patterns. And here it is. I'll hold it up for you there. Now, I don't know if you can still buy this one online, and if I can find it online, I will put a link to it in the description box below. I'm rather hoping the Fold line, they're the sort of people that might have a PDF link to it still. And it's a lovely dress, and this is the one I have to own up to, having bought, let me just turn my camera this way a little bit. There we go. Having bought this fabric and pattern in 2015, it is just about 7 years ago. So it is all ready to sew down. So what I've done in this mass of sewing that I've got to do, Lots of things are nearly done but not quite done, so I've done everything I can do with the overlocker wear in cream, but if I need anything with the cover stitcher I will get that out in time. So the cover stitcher will be needed to sew down these armholes here, which it's just how it's finished there, and to finish off the neckline. Now the neckline is pinned in, but I may very well tack that in. But this dress, it's so forgiving. It is just literally, if I hold it up here and then just hold this in front of it, you can see. Can you see those princess line seams in it? And I've done this version here with like a cap sleeve rather than a shoulder cap sleeve. So I'm really pleased with that one. Now my Sicily slip dress, and I'm going to show it here, and that's all you're going to see of my Sicily slip dress. Now I cut this out with, when I was at Rachel's on last Sunday, had a lovely afternoon down at Rachel's. We just sat and chatted and put the world to rights, ate waffles with strawberries and drank copious amounts of coffee, and that was it. And it was lovely, and it was raining, so it was a really fresh air was coming into us. It was just fantastic. So I cut out my Sicily slip dress, and then Crystal was like, Crystal at my social thread, I'll put a link to her here and I'll pop her in the description boxes on Instagram and YouTube, wanting to do a collaboration with me. So we were going to do the Elodie dress by Closet Core Patterns this month, but with the impending trip I've sort of gone, I don't think I can do it. So we decided we'd go for this Sicily slip dress, but I may still make my Elodie, and then I won't really make a fuss about when I wear it. I'll try and make certain I'm not filmed wearing it when I'm in Oregon, but if I am, I am, but I won't say anything about the dress until September. And then I said to Crystal I would do that on one condition, because she's terrified of her cover stitch, and that is that we had to do a third collaboration and it had to use her cover stitch machine, because if you've got these machines, do use them because they're there to serve a purpose. So the challenge for the third month, which will be October, will be to make a jumper and finish it with your cover stitch. So that's Crystal and I doing that. If anybody fancies joining along to October using your cover stitch, please just come along and join us. I'm not setting it up as a challenge. Life's too busy for that. So that is a joint project that I'm going to be doing with Crystal. When Tuesday, I've been sewing these on and off during the week. So Tuesday was the day we took Maggie to the referral vet, which was quite a tricky day for us. I found it really, really stressful because Maggie is just the most fantastic companion. I was looking down to see which dog I had with me. I've got Poppy, so I just hope Maggie's okay where she is. The seizures have kept going, and we have had one where she's wet herself, which was really quite distressing for her, and that wasn't particularly nice for me, but you know, it's one of those things that we get on with. So we're still waiting on the results of that. Wednesday was my sewing day. I got so much sewing done, and Thursday was a really special day, because Thursday was the day that it was Catherine's wedding, and as all of you know, because I have told you, I have been working on Catherine's dress. I'm just going to pause while I just call up the picture. Please excuse me for looking down, but I'm looking at my camera, and you can see in this first section a video that I'm just going to pop in here with my lumps and bumps. I was in the room, we were getting Catherine into her dress, and it was wonderful, because the only people in the room, I'd been there for a while, just fiddling around and making certain the bridesmaids' dresses were there, were all done, and everybody was happy. There were a few quick little turn-ups on hems that I lifted from the waist. I turned it with a needle with my sewing kit, and the first thing I got was one of the groomsmen going, "My buttons come off, can you help me before my mum comes?" And I said, "I've not got the right colour of thread, love, you'll have to wait for your mother." Now, just a little bit of footage, and you can see, oh, there's the videographer was there as well. And you can see there, we're just getting her finished, and Mum is looking absolutely stunning. And the precious thing about being able to work with Catherine's dress, and I didn't too much, I put the lovely Bardo sleeves on it and fiddled around with all the bridesmaids' dresses. The lovely thing was, and you can see Jo's there, her sister, was the fact I've known Catherine since she was 3. And the last little bit of video is giving her bouquet, and she walks across the room. Now, her dress was too long, very slightly at the front, and she wanted it lifting, and the only way I could lift it was literally to put 2 little tiny stitches behind one of the lace panels right in the middle, which is now being hidden by the bouquet. So I've wanted to show you the pictures of this dress, but getting those little Bardo sleeves on, they were only 2 pieces of lace and some poppers, but believe me, it was just such the most beautiful day. And I've waffled on about that for quite a long time. Now, the following day, no, stop. Just as a little aside before I carry on with Thursday, I went out walking the dogs yesterday and literally saw them. That I came off down one of our footpaths near where their house was, and they were all heading down to the pub to have another celebratory drink the day after the wedding, and all I got across the street was, "Judi, thank you so much, thank you. Kev, this is Judi who sorted, thank you, Judi, you did." And it was just, you know, like there's thank you and there's thank you, and I think I had enough thank yous yesterday. But from there I went to work. I did holiday club. I'm just going to put a picture in. I got to holiday club, and Sue went, "Judi, the girls are sewing, they want you to carry on." And I said, "What a good job I had a sewing kit in my car then, isn't it?" So out came the sewing kit. Did I take any? And there's one little picture here. Isn't that little girl done some beautiful stitching? She was going to make a phone case, and then she went on to wanting to make something else. But I had a lovely afternoon at work. I was paid to sit with the children and just sew with them and chat sewing. I mean, how lucky was me? How lucky was I? One of the things I want to try and do is to sew more from my stash. And I've decided I need some t-shirts for my trip. So I've got some lovely bamboo jersey out, which I will show you when they're fully made up. They're all through the washing machine. That was in my stash. I must have bought that probably 18 months ago. And also some linen, which I've had in my stash for a very long time. I've taken a piece of that off, and I'm going to make another pair of Opel shorts. So I've got the rust-coloured Opel shorts nearly cut out. I've got the blue ones, the fabric's just drying. But in my stash, I've got this beautiful fabric. And I am going to make, you've heard this before already, the Nansu Dress by Pierre Patterns. And I'm doing it with Rachel. So when this dress is going to go to America with me. I don't know what point we're going to release our collaboration. With the speed Rachel's sewing and the fact I'm sewing all week, probably next weekend. Now, what's better than a pink box? 2 pink boxes. I've got 2 pink boxes, but they're addressed to me. And one of these pink boxes is not for me. It's for a lovely lady on the other side of the pond. So I'm sure you've already seen a pink box unboxing, but I want to do mine too. And my pink boxes take a little longer to come than most people's pink boxes. I don't know why it is. My internet, I'm a day late, and the post, I'm a day late. And the wonderful thing with this is I can say it's a gift when I go through customs in the store. Look at this. Lorianne. Angela's written Lorianne on that. So that is Lorianne's pink box. So, the pink boxes. I'm sure my postman wonders what the heck's going on when he delivers these pink boxes. But my postman's on holiday, so I just had to remind the postman that while I'm on holiday, I'm on holiday, and if I'm never in, don't forget he can leave his the parcels in the safe place. I did have a really good one though, I must tell you this. It's a bit of a whinge really. Hands up, DPD. I really got quite cross with DPD last week. I ordered Lorianne a little gift to say thank you for going. And it came from a certain place, shop somewhere else in the country. And this delivery from DPD was delivered. They couldn't get in here because I was at work. They took it to a post office 10 miles away. And the only way I could get this thing was to physically go to the post office to collect it. Or let it go back to the shop, which would have taken 3 weeks. I didn't get a choice for a redelivery. It just went to this shop. So there you go. Now, it says here, I haven't opened it, look. It's a little sticker. Let me see if I can get the sticker off. Open me, pretty things await inside. Now, I love things like this, so I'll keep that. So inside the box, here we go. Da, da, da. So if you've never had a pink door box before, here they are. Here is my pink door box, here is my code. I keep the codes, I've got them pinned up on my pin board, and they're really useful because Andrea gives you an idea of what you can make with your pink door box. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this, is absolutely beautiful. So always, oh God, you get a little card, and on the back of the card it says, never let your lipstick or your bobbin run out. I like that. I saw something somebody had put on Instagram, and it said, I was sewing before it was cool. And I thought, yeah, flipping well was sewing before it was cool. But everybody's sewing now, and that's what's important. There is a little something in here, which I shall look at in a minute. I've got some self-covered buttons. Oh, I don't know what this is, look. It's like a lipstick. Oh my gosh, look! It's a needle holder. I absolutely love it. And it says, it's got a little thing at the end that says, be on the pink door. So I will never forget, it's Andrea's. Oh my gosh, does she not know how much I need that? I've got something else to show you. Talk about waffle heaven. I love these. These invisible zips you can use with anything. And here is my fabric. Green thread. Fabrics for your creativity. Oh my gosh, is that not just beautiful? Now, I would love to think that I could sew this up before I go away, but I am not going to be able to. Earrings, aren't they just beautiful? They are just beautiful. Created by Clarice. Oh, they are absolutely stunning, those. And I'm just going to put those back in here. They will match that fabric beautifully. On to cutting out my kilo wrap dress. I have to cut out my Nansu dress, and I've got a saltwater slip to cut out. I've got a ton of things to cut out. My aim today is to get that cut out. I need to show you this. This little tray, I found it in Tesco's, and it said buy me, so I did. And I thought, it's got all little bits that I would need for sewing in it. I can just toss in. So like Andrea's thread, when I'm making that dress, I'll just pop it in. Look where my needle case is going, in my special tray. And it's got my little bowl that Rachel gave me, and the little bowl that Carol gave me, my Chinese friend. It's got some elastics in it. Literally things that I will need every time I'm sewing. It should have scissors in it as well. I hope you have enjoyed my little short catch up today. I'm hoping to do more of a vlog about what it is I've made. Whether I'll be able to get everything on and get myself photographed, I really don't know, because time is now starting to get pressing, but I really wanted to get a little vlog done today up for you so that you can see that I have been sewing and what I've been up to. So have a lovely week, everybody. I hope you enjoy whatever you choose to be doing with your time. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, do give me a like. And you can always join me on my journey by pressing that subscribe and the notification button. So one will tell you that there's a new video that you've subscribed to me, and the notification will tell you next time I publish something. And for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and it's back. I'm looking over to the side of the kitchen, back to the pile of